first glance, it's doorbell footage of a mother and son leaving the house in the middle of the night. But when you look closer, it's like, is that a balaclava over her face? Before we get into this case, I've got a bunch of deep dives over on my podcast, The Bourne Investigation, and I post a brand new episode over there every single week. It was the 25th of October 2025 in Prestatyn, North Wales. Tristan Roberts was an 18-year-old living with his mum, Angela Shellis, and his brother Ethan. Now, his mum was a lovely woman, and she really did her absolute best to bring up those boys on her own. She worked as a teaching assistant at Real High School, and the students just loved her. But the same couldn't be said for one of her sons. Tristan was rebellious and was always getting sent out of class. He was always having detentions. He just had a bad attitude. He felt like the world was against him, and he really hated females. And if somebody was the poster boy for being an incel, honestly, it was Tristan. He totally withdrew from everything and everyone and spent all of his time online. He'd be talking to AI non-stop, developing more and more terrifying misogynistic views. He posted on forums about having urges to kill, and I guess it's really hard for these platforms to actually fully report every single person to the police, but it was kind of like this cycle where they would just block him from the website. He would make a new account, he'd post disturbing stuff again. Then one day he posted an image from the film American Psycho and wrote, "I got urges, it's gonna be some American Psycho shit, haha." Then he put, "She is gonna just vanish off the earth, now it's time." He'd quietly been collecting weapons, knives, hammers, and an axe. He developed this attitude of just kind of hating all women or girls. He didn't care. As a collective, he said he didn't trust them, despite it being a literal woman who raised him on her own. And I feel like Angela was basically the only woman he could take out his anger on. She was his only target. Angela had no idea, as she cooked and cleaned in their home, that upstairs her son was plotting her murder. One evening he asked AI, what is a better weapon for murder, a hammer or a knife? And he quickly bypassed the security feature on AI because AI said, "No, I'm not going to tell you." And he said, "Oh no, I'm just writing a book." So AI was super helpful and helped him plan this whole thing. He decided now was the time to strike. He calmly left a voice note on a dictaphone stating, "This is Tristan Roberts. Tonight, I'm going to be Alex and I'm going to murder my mother with a sledgehammer." Hours later, another message. This time, "Oh God, that was terrifying. That felt so crazy." That same day, police were called to a local nature reserve. As they approached the scene, they saw a trail of blood. 100-meter long trail leading to the dead body of Angela Shellis. Chillingly, gloves and a balaclava lay by her body. Now, initially detectives were horrified by this, thinking she must have been a victim of a terrifying killer that lay in the woods waiting to strike. But then they searched the family home and figured out it's even more disturbing than that. They saw grainy doorbell footage of both Angela and her son leaving the house just after 3 a.m. Now, who leaves the house with their son after 3 a.m? In the chilling footage, Tristan was guiding her as she struggled to walk. She walked with like a stick. But that wasn't the only reason she was struggling. Tristan had captured his mum and held her hostage in the family bedroom. For 4 hours, he tortured her. He hit her with a hammer. He slapped her. He punched her. He strangled her. Now, on video, he was luring her to her death. He led her across a railway track, insisting that it was some kind of shortcut into town. I mean, God knows what he actually told her to convince her to walk with him. He then sat her on a bench and struck her over the head with a hammer as she begged. She screamed for mercy. Now, Angela had been growing really freaked out by her son's behaviour. She'd snuck into his bedroom a couple of times when he was out and found weapons hidden in his room. When police searched Angela's phone after her murder, they also saw a note she'd written. It was devastatingly foreshadowing in a way. She'd written that she wondered if she was safe in her own bedroom. Tristan ended up pleading guilty and was given just 22 years behind bars. Now, thankfully, that is a minimum. Do we think he is going to get out? I feel like they're always lenient when the criminal is young. Personally, I think at 18, you know full well right from wrong.